Hey there, Broniacs. Welcome back to Brons Over Brains. I'm your man, Bronson Layton, of course, and guys, it is great to see you again, and it is also great to see the crew again. First time we've actually seen them together since, what was it, the Bean Boozled Challenge? We were all together in that video.
Yeah.
Was it not the slasher one?
Or the
No. We were in the case of the Backwoods Butcher.
Okay.
That was, all four of us were in that together.
Yeah, take a break after that.
You heard it here first, Broniacs. Devin, after that video, he had a hard time getting back to reality after that. Like, as a matter of fact, all three of these guys, I put them through crap that night, and it was late when we finished, so
It was hot that night.
it was hot.
Very hot.
It was very hot that night. I was not prepared for it to be as hot as it was.
It was hot.
We had to recover from that, and I promise I don't think that I'll ever put y'all through something like that again. But it was one heck of an adventure. Anyway, Broniacs, I hope you all enjoyed our 2-year anniversary video. I personally want to thank Hayden and my crew right here for all the hard work they put into to make every clip in that video fit together, and especially to the new Broniacs who we featured in that video, and to all you who watched it. So thank you all for that and your support. And speaking of 2 years into the channel, I feel like that's where we're going to lead with this video, is new beginnings. And with that, I want to give a formal introduction to the crew right here. You may have seen them in past videos throughout 2019 and 2020, but I feel like after all that time, we need a serious introduction. So to begin, Devin here on my far left right here, he's our musical designer. He's actually a musician by trade. No, not kidding, aren't you?
Mm-hmm. Yep, I am a guitarist, pianist, drummer, do a little bit of bass. Just a little bit, anything music, really, I do. Getting more into production now. So, yeah, should be a good time. Good time.
And thank you for everything that you do to entertain people out there, and for everything you do for us.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, I mean, you're a busy man. Being a musician is not easy at all.
Every weekend.
No,
Every weekend.
not at all. So on my far right here, this is our producer, Caitlin Crosby. We've actually known each other all our lives.
All our lives.
Literally.
Honestly, all our lives.
And the guy on my left right here, this is Hayden Means, who is our one-man manager of our, or I say one manager of Brons Over Brains. He is in charge of mainly our creative ideas and getting people together for the videos. He often talks with Caitlin in order to pull that off. I don't know what else I could say about myself other than I'm Bronson Layton. I am the creator of Brons Over Brains, and I guess you could say technically host, founder, whatever. All I do is point, talk, and just make a fool out of myself. These guys are what make the videos alive. I mean, you've seen videos where it's just me and I just talk and talk. For one more guest on today's video, Broniacs, we have someone very, very special to our entire team, and that is Todd Gaston, ladies and gentlemen. How you doing, Todd?
Doing good, brother.
And I can see my little red phone in the shot right there. So, if you guys don't remember Todd, I'm pretty sure you do. He is our stuntman daredevil for Brons Over Brains. He's always been and will always be the guy who does risky stuff if we ever do it. Like, remember the Bean Boozled Challenge? You ate the same kind of rancid flavor of jelly bean more than once, and you actually.
It was about about 4 times in a row I did, and it was god awful.
Todd did everything in his power to make sure that he won the jelly bean challenge. I mean, remember the chubby bunny one? You stuffed all those marshmallows in your mouth, and you didn't care if you would choke. You wanted to win.
I went in all golf, I tried.
Anyway, it's great for you to join us, Todd. We miss you, man.
Yes, sir. I'm ready to be back. You know, I just got another year or so left on my contract. You know, I'll be back, and you know, hopefully by then, 2022, Brons Over Brains will be running in full storm. So we'll have ideas coming back for you like every month or so. So you know, I'm really excited for 2022 for real, especially being a part of Brons Over Brains.
Oh, we feel honored to hear you say that, Todd. And would you mind telling the Broniacs out there about what it is that you're doing right now, like a life update?
Oh, yeah, so a little life update, yeah. So last year I joined the Army, and right now I'm serving at Fort Drum, New York, as a food cook specialist.
And thank you so much for your service, man.
No problem, brother.
And I'm sure you Broniacs saw in the 2-year anniversary video, Todd was in his uniform, and man, I did not expect when he sent me that clip to be in a military outfit and saying Brons Over Brains. I mean, that is just wow. And I hear that you're married now, is that right?
Yeah, yes, sir. Me and my beautiful wife. Oh, Matty Bell.
You be sure to say hi to her for us, huh?
I will.
All right. Oh, and nice Brett Favre jersey in the background.
Hey, always got to support Green Bay.
Yeah, that's right. So now that we got formality out of the way, I think it's time that we get to the message of the video, the origin of Brons Over Brains. And I'm sure many of you have wondered over the last couple of years, what inspired you to start this channel? And that's a good question, but I can't make that answer without involving these guys, because they're not only my crew, we go way back beyond Brons Over Brains. And fun fact, me, Hayden, Devin, and even Todd here, we went to elementary school together and grew up, went through high school, and been best buds ever since. Caitlin, as I mentioned, she's literally known me since the moment I was born.
I was going to say, I was going to find this picture.
Are you really going to show them a picture?
Yes.
Not the one of me crying. Please.
Oh, yes.
No. Okay. I'll let them see it for this one time.
I got to find it first. So you continue to talk, I'll find this picture.
Well, while our producer finds a way to embarrass me, I feel like we should go back to the beginning, start the story from scratch. I believe at some point I mentioned to you, Broniacs, that I have grown up in a small town in Alabama. We all have. And that's how we started out. We just started out as ordinary people. And it all started when I was about 4 years old, and I was persuaded by my parents to play Little League Baseball. And around that time, that was the first time I met Hayden here. Hayden, you want to shed some light on that topic? Like, how do you remember that, us meeting?
Well, I remember first trying to play t-ball when we were young, and I think it was me, you. I even think Todd was playing too, wasn't he? But yeah, we was playing t-ball growing up, and then me and Bronson hit it off pretty quick.
Yeah, pretty quick.
Became best friends like that, and then went through elementary school where I met Devin and Todd and everybody else that's on the Brons Over Brains crew. And then I want to say we were in middle school when I met you.
Probably, because I met everybody through Bronson.
Yeah, because we all know each other.
I didn't go to school with them. I went to school right down the road.
Oh yeah, she went to a different school from us, even though we've known each other our whole lives.
Which.
Oh God, she has it. She has it. Oh God. Devin, you want to talk?
All right. Little baby Bronson.
Oh wow.
Oh.
Look at little baby Bronson. He hates this photo, by the way, guys, if you couldn't already tell. It's
4th of July photo.
No, this is how long we've known each other. It's been since, birth. So
But yeah, I've met Caitlin through Bronson, and all three of us have actually been good friends ever since me and him were in middle school.
It had to have been middle school.
Because we used to go, when we was in band, we would actually meet up at all the
Yes,
competitions.
and we went on
hang out, and
we went on a trip.
then we went to multiple
We went on
business
a trip
trips with their parents.
because our parents weren't at the
go
same
on.
company.
And we graduated high school together with Devin and Todd.
I graduated 2 years before
I
you
think you were
guys.
2 years, yeah. And usually every weekend, all of us were usually
Trying to get together.
trying to hang out and play games and stuff, and chill. But
Yeah.
Bronson's been my number one best friend for 20.
Haha, Todd.
20
Sorry.
years.
I'm sorry.
Bronson's been my best friend for almost 20 years.
I'm gonna say 19, going on 20.
Yeah, 19 going on 20 years, and I've known Devin since kindergarten.
Kindergarten at least, yeah.
And then that has been almost 20 years. And Todd, we all grew up together.
Yep.
But this has been a good group of friends that I've got to know, and that basically sums up how I know you and all these other guys.
Yeah. And,
Same with.
and like I said, me, Hayden, Devin, and Todd, we ended up in the same class ever since first grade. Well, I joined their class in first grade because I went to a different place for kindergarten. And moving on to our later years, these guys did not know, about my autism diagnosis until I found out after I was 15. It took me a while after I found out to come to terms with it, let alone reveal it to other people. And so when I told these guys that I was autistic, they accepted it very quickly. I was afraid they were going to judge me because at the time I was impressionable that having a diagnosis would make you inferior to other people. But thankfully, I didn't use my better judgment to conclude that they love me for who I am even before, with or without a diagnosis, because they already know the real me. And that's the bulk of my perspective on things. Devin, how do you recall our growing up together?
So kindergarten, elementary school, I know we were friends. As far as the specific details, I don't really remember. I just remember we were all there.
It's always
really small town.
You knew. Oh yeah, we're friends.
Yeah,
Like
really
you couldn't
small
even.
town.
You don't even really know when y'all became friends. You just know we're friends.
Yeah, we're friends. But like I was saying, growing up in Raglan, right? I think we graduated with 37 people, I think.
Yeah, about 30 something.
So we really didn't have a choice but to know everybody. Not saying that, it's like
bad to know
we
everybody.
just had to know.
No,
but
yeah.
no, these great people. One of the things though that I will say about Bronson is that he's one of the most prolific writers I have ever met.
Dude, you're gonna make me cry on camera.
Way better, it's like you really just have a way with words, I would say. It's really, especially, what was that one thing he did? Was it the graduation thing, or was it the?
I think it was.
It was
a
graduation.
or back north.
Yeah, and then you did. It was another poem in Miss Mayor's class you did. I was like, wow, this is like insane.
And so you've always had the way with words.
Yeah. He's always been.
They're just phenomenal.
Yeah, and I still need you to write me something so we can put it in a song. I need that.
We need that.
Really.
First of all, Devin, I really appreciate your kind words. That really means a lot to me. And second, Broniacs, let the record show that when we graduated high school, I let us out of there as class president. Honestly, at the time, I did not know that I would end up doing such a job because it's overwhelming, especially to someone like me. I didn't know anything about public speaking until I did that. And that was my first experience in front of like at least 1,000 people. And it was like on social media. And I had to enunciate parts of my speech, which took forever. If we do that, because the echo of the microphone, it just echoed back to me and it was really distracting.
Which is where Bronson is completely different from me. I am terrible at public speaking, so.
I remember that graduation.
But yeah.
I remember Todd falling,
That was
doing
fun.
push-ups. That was hilarious.
Todd,
I
here.
was there. I was there for y'all's graduation though, because I was off. I was out of school already.
Mhm.
Yeah, so.
And again, Devin, thank you. I really appreciate that. And you two have always been good sports. And you too, Todd. I can't wait until we get to your turn because we need to explain to the Broniacs there that you've been doing crazy stunts even before we asked you to be a part of our channel.
Yeah.
And moving on to like Caitlin, even though she just ruined, no, not ruined.
No, don't say ruined.
Humiliated
I
me
didn't
on the
humiliate.
internet.
Y'all needed to see the baby picture. It was a great baby picture.
There's more pictures.
There's
Oh,
more.
Oh yeah.
I have them.
There's a lot.
Don't
I won't do it
Even
today, but
think.
Maybe.
Sometime they're gonna show up.
Maybe.
you will see.
Anyway.
You need to see the
baby picture of my foot.
It's really patriotic.
That's gonna be a thumbnail picture. Though.
You make that a thumbnail on YouTube.
Not the baby picture. You with the fireworks in your hand.
I will,
Remember that?
I will demote you.
I wanted you to see
You
that.
Anyway.
Going on to Caitlin here. We grew up together, sort of like a sibling relationship,
Yes.
even though we're not related.
Yes.
But we grew close like siblings. I don't have any actual brothers and sisters of my own. I'm an only child, but I've always thought of these guys as my siblings. How do you want to say in words to humiliate me how you remember us growing up?
I love that you plug your ears for this. No, I mean, he's not wrong. We had a very strong sibling bond. I remember we always used to fight over a giraffe, like kids do fight over toys. Fred the giraffe. He hates Fred. Bringing Fred up.
I forgot about Fred.
You forgot about Fred. Fred the giraffe we would terrorize each other with.
That little.
Fred the giraffe was a dollar store plastic giraffe that we would terrorize each other with. But we're not going to get into that. But we had a very strong sibling bond, and that also, like with Hayden, is kind of there as well. I mean, we
We all have a very, very strong friendship with everybody.
exactly. Everybody in the group, even the people that are not here today in this video.
And the way I remember growing up with her, this is from my point of view, Broniacs. The first half of our lives, she could not stand me.
Well, he was a lot younger than me at that time. I say a lot younger. We're only like a couple of years difference. But he was a baby. So
This kind of conversation that we're having right now is actually how we socialize. This is not our camera persona.
no, this is real.
We love to joke around.
We cut up a lot.
Yeah.
Yes.
A lot.
Because you know what it's like to have a stressful life. You have to have your friends to back you up and hang out with them, and you just feel better about yourself. That's what these guys do for me. And I think it's about time. Why don't we talk to Todd, see what he has to recall about our past. And so, Todd, when I joined our class growing up, did you join T-ball with us?
I don't think I did, because I think since y'all are a little older than me, I was actually a year behind y'all. So, about the time when y'all started, I actually started the year after.
Oh, right. So we did meet in school.
Yes.
Yeah, because I'm trying to remember of who played T-ball with me and joined me at school, and those who I actually met in school. Because there was like many of us. What do you want to tell us of your perspective growing up together?
I'm gonna start out with Hayden. Me and Hayden, we went to church together from like the very beginning. So like, we were like really close friends. We were in the same class. We would go to church together. So like, we was always there. Me and Devin, I've known Devin again since elementary school. Me and Devin we played a lot of sports together in our time in high school. So Devin was actually like, to me, like one of my best friends growing up, because we all played sports together. So me and Devin, we would always play together, play sports together. So we had that sports bond and everything. I don't think I really got to know Caitlin
until the group really started hanging out in high school.
Because
right after high
I
school.
remember, Bronson would always throw these amazing birthday parties.
Yes.
And I remember seeing her there, every now and then, but like, I think I like finally, actually got to meet and like to know her, like when we started like getting this channel start ready. And, Bronson, we, like I said, elementary school, we was in band together.
Yeah, you were in the band for a short period of time.
Just for a short period, I got out so I could play some sports, but I remember going back to what you said earlier. Like none of us knew, what you had going on and your diagnosis and everything. But again, it really never mattered to us because we didn't see that. We just saw a fun, loving guy. That was funny as crap. That always wanted to be around, So, like, Bronson, even Boy Scouts, way back, let's bring it back in the Boy Scouts days.
Oh, yeah, we were in the Boy Scouts for like several years.
Yeah.
And our dads were in charge of everything because we were just children.
Oh, yeah. So, I've known you like forever, I think of you as, one of my brothers also, and then, especially, going through, growing up and everything, we might not have been in the same group of friends, but, I'd still call you my friend. Always did. I'd never let anybody, I always had your back and everything, it was that one type of thing, And going back to your little Mr. President thing, I want you to recall, who was number 2 in that position also.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, the guy who was Mr. Rocking Crocs.
You beat me out. But on that, I don't think, I'm not a public speaker by no means. The way you handled the situation, there's a reason you are the vice president.
Broniacs, for the record, we were not at major competition with each other. We did this for fun because I don't even remember. Honestly, I do not remember the personal reason why I ran for class president in the first place. I didn't think I could be a leader like that. I really didn't. But you all talked me into running at least, and I just wanted to give it a shot. Like, you only have that one chance once in your school career.
Yep.
Yeah, and
you miss the 100% shot you don't take.
Exactly. You got to live life to the fullest. And for the record, you wearing Crocs in a suit, that's a retro look. I had to give you respect for that because
I had to get some kind of points on that one.
Don't be knocking the Crocs.
you rock Crocs. And thanks for deciding to talk to us this evening. I know you got a lot going on.
Oh man, I love being here. Like I said, I just can't wait to get back so we can start rolling some real good videos out, some more challenge videos, some blooper videos, whatever. I'm just ready for it.
You know, if we do all bloopers, I will make that a sitcom. I will make it my mission to get a studio audience reaction.
Especially with us 5 in one room, man. It's a whole lot of bloopers out there. It's hard.
It's not even a full video. It's just nothing but bloopers because we crack each other up so much.
Potential video idea.
It's like how many times we have to go through videos because I'm laughing, or me and Hayden's laughing, or Brons is like, or we're doing like funny faces or something like. But it's all in a fun note, and like when it comes down to it, we get serious and we do what we got to do. But you know, we're all serious, but we all like having fun.
That's right. Especially, you know, some of us like to have fun by getting tased or something.
I mean, they don't know what's coming up. I know what's coming up. So, like, y'all just gotta be ready for when the videos come out. Like, they're gonna be good, and I'm ready. Like, I love the role that I'm in because it fits me. Honestly, it fits me. It's stuff that it's me.
Todd, you got me so hyped up, I'm gonna drop my camera. And now, Broniacs, we are getting to the climax of today's video, and that is talking about how Brons Over Brains came to be. And I'm gonna not sugarcoat this right here. I was at college one day. I was 21. At that time, I was taking a creative writing class. And then Autism Awareness Month came, and it was time for me to write a final assignment, and I had to do something impactful. So I decided to write a poem based on the perspective of an autistic. I called it Life of a Puzzle Piece, and I wish I could recite it to you, but I think I'll save that for a future video. Anyway, after I had to read the poem to my class, I actually got a standing ovation. Everybody just stood up from their seats and did that. And it made me feel great. So I posted about the poem on Facebook. And likewise, people started praising it. Like so much that I found out from a source a week later that one of the congressmen who represents Alabama in Washington, D.C. received it. A day later, I told Hayden and these guys about what happened because we have our own chat. And then finally, that night, I was thinking to myself, if I could do something as spread the message of an autistic voice through a poem, why don't I get people to actually see it for themselves instead of hear it or read about it? Then I thought, how am I going to do that? How can I find a way for people to actually see what I have to say? Then I didn't know. I was watching YouTube videos, and then the answer came to me. YouTube. Then I brought the idea up to Hayden and Kate and them. Why don't we start a YouTube channel? And from that point, they were skeptical. They started saying stuff like, well, what will we do? We don't know nothing about YouTubing. And I told them, well, I don't either. But as Iron Man once said, sometimes you got to run before you can walk. Right?
Yep.
You just go with your gut. And it took some time after that. We didn't start right away. It was like late April in 2019 when I brought I had an idea to talk about autism, like from my perspective, and talk to other people what they think about it. And the challenging question was, what are we going to name it? And one of you actually told me, well, don't name it after me. Because, like I said, they were skeptical at the time. They didn't want the recognition. But I wanted them in my videos. And so Hayden here, before he became producer back then, he's like, do you want to name it after yourself? And I'm like, I can't take the credit for that. I really can't. I just want y'all in my videos. And he's like, don't worry. We're going to be a part of it. But you just do what you want to do. Come up with the title. And finally I thought, well, how about Brons Over Brains? And the significance of that title is I took the word bronze, BRAWNS, meaning strength, over brains, but I switched bronze with the first half of my name. It's like wordplay. Brons Over Brains. Yeah. And I thought that would translate to strength over knowledge. And if you want to be technical, the entire title translates to having the strength to share diverse minds. And that was perfect for an autistic message. Sharing diverse minds, having the strength to do so. And it was based off my name. So we greenlit the title Brons Over Brains, the channel name, and April 27th of 2019 came. I made my first video. I didn't edit the thing. I didn't make a thumbnail, and I just uploaded it. And I thought, here we go. Let's see how people react. And then these guys saw it, and ever since then, they've encouraged me to keep making videos. And ever since then, we've done a montage of topics. We've done challenge videos. We've done a couple of cooking videos. I do travel vlogs with you guys. And recently, in the past year, you noticed I do interviews with neurodiverse people, and it shows how they share their gifts to the world. And my channel's cause is to spread awareness to the fact that we all are capable of what we put our minds to. We just got to have the strength, the bronze. And that's how our channel came to be. Other than that, I started assigning positions to these guys because I wanted them to feel more entitled than just, cameo appearances. Devin with his musician experience, he wanted to create original music for the channel, so I let him do it. Caitlin, she's
with no experience whatsoever.
She's great at sharing ideas with all of us, so I let her be producer, and she often shares her ideas and sometimes fights with Hayden over which idea is better. So I call, when he gets an idea and brings it to me, I take it to a vote to everyone, because every video that I do, Broniacs, and this is the first time that you will hear about this, every video that we do, it's not my decision. I call to a vote what we do next. And recently Hayden wanted to do this video, and I thought it was a great idea to formally introduce y'all to these guys, and I personally owe you the courtesy and respect to explain how we all started. Us and us. Other than that, I think we should call it a day, right?
I mean that explains it.
My pizza's getting cold.
Your pizza's getting cold.
Oh, you got pizza?
I don't even have
You're in New York.
Yeah,
He's in
hold
New
on,
York right
hold
now.
on. Before we end this video, I have to add this tidbit about Todd.
Oh, Lord.
Okay? He's in New York. He's been in New York for how long now?
Since December.
Okay.
For several months.
For several months. So we'll always, in our group message, he's also in, we'll say, hey, do we want to get together tonight or this weekend? And Todd will be like, sorry guys, I'm busy. You're in New York. We know you're busy. So, yeah.
Where was he going with this?
Do we have to remind you he's a military man?
No, I know.
And he's
But then
married?
we had to also start doing, who wants to get together tonight besides Todd? That's Hayden's favorite sentence. Do we want to get together tonight besides Todd?
Can't leave him.
And I mean, even though it's 3 days, you can still know he's young.
So the fact that we could get him in on the video call, even though he's in New York,
This is what
it worked. I think it was great. So
I agree. and I can't wait for him to get back so we can do some hilarious stuff with him. Oh, we will not tell you what comes next because
There's a lot.
We do not know what comes next with this guy because he will do anything. I'm telling you anything. Left hand, right hand of God. There's not a dang thing that Todd cannot do, except no spoilers. No spoilers. We'll save that.
We're just gonna leave it at
We'll
that.
test his limits for a future video. But I think we should close it right here.
Like so too.
On a final note, Broniacs, I want to thank you for tuning into our video. If you've stayed with us this long, you get a medal. Thank you.
You get a thumbs up.
And I want to thank...
You can't see it, but Todd gave you a thumbs up.
And I want to thank my crew for taking time out of their busy schedule to come here and talk to y'all, digging up the past and whatever. But
showing
pictures that nobody gives a rip about. No, don't.
I'm not.
You are not justifying this.
No, I'm not. I'm not pulling it back up. Don't worry.
We got a whole lineup of new videos coming to you, Broniacs, in the near future. We cannot wait to show them to you. So until next time, Broniacs, I'm Bronson Layton. This is Brons Over Brains, and this is the Brons Over Brains crew, now and forever, reminding you to stay brawny. See you guys later.